Why was uh, why was Lyra the only one to come to the bakery today?
I think folks misunderstood your sale on Pinkie Pies.
After the Miracle incident, I can understand folks not taking any chances artwork by Annie Ritchie.
Happy birthday, Pirate Dash. I got you some hard cider. Thanks, Les. Why is it frozen solid? I did say it was hard cider.
Wishing a happy birthday to my pal rival. Wishes she was my apprentice. Pirate Dash. Artwork by Slomaru. Slomaru.
I love doing comics.
That explains why you're banned from the comic book store.
Dude, not safe for work, dude. Not safe for work. I need to go wash my hooves. A lot. Artwork by Tomo 6. Background by Trotsworth.
Perhaps some electrocution will loosen your tongue.
Well, perhaps some electric...
Elocution.
well, okay, yeah, it was still loading.
Ah.
Some elocution would loosen your tongue. So all I saw was little blurs.
You win this battle.
It seems I've fallen into another magical comic book. I suppose you folks can't get enough of the Pundit, artwork by Chris Pokefan.
Do you ever get lonely at night?
For now, I always have a good book to curl up with. Someday I'd like to meet a good stallion and start a family, although my mother would like that someday to be yesterday.
It's not that my mother is putting any direct pressure on me to find a stallion, but the percentage of her conversations related to the grandchildren of hers has been steadily increasing over the past year. Artwork by Seer45.
Sorry, Pun. My balloon doesn't have enough hot air to carry two ponies. I know where we could get more hot air. Wrong kind of hot air.
I don't think the mayor took too kindly to us just popping into her office. You can see more of our political pony over at From the Desk of Mayor, artwork by Annie Ritchie, panel 1 background by Bitter Plague Rat, Mayor Cutie Mark by The Smiling Pony.
Honestly, Spike, why can't we put a charging station in the living room?
Because it's revolting.
Swag! I'd hate to see the electricity bill for Evil Genius Twilight. Artwork by Englishman.
How about a smile?
Flossing regularly annually counts as regularly, right?
I get my dental work cheap. All the dentists want to be able to brag they can tell Pon Pony when to open and close her mouth. Artwork by Tomo 6.
If you and I teamed up with just jesting instead of just jousting, that would make just jesting intolerable, think you not?
Well, some of these questions give me indigestion.
Artwork by Hewison.
How old are you?
We're a different species, so a number wouldn't have much meaning. Perhaps it's more related. A more relative answer would be useful. I'm just old enough that it's socially acceptable and somewhat expected to get married and start having foals.
The current theory is that 1 year for us is 4 years for you, as your world keeps referring to 1 year in our world as a season. Artwork by Slameru.
How was the performance at the poker tournament? Terrible. They had me shuffle my playlist after every song.
I guess a good performance just wasn't on the cards. Artwork by Annie Ritchie.
Ever wonder what it would be like to have a mohawk?
This style is incompatible with my duties.
That is true. The property of the armor that changes my appearance requires both the helmet and the torso armor. If the helmet doesn't fit right, the magic doesn't work. Artwork by Sharik.
We heard you caught a bad fever, so I brought you some of Granny's oat soup.
And the spots simply aren't your style. Perhaps I brought a properly coordinated ice pack. Here comes the pun. That's mighty neighborly of you.
That's it?
Oh dear. Go get Nurse Redheart right away. If this is the best you can do, she's sicker than we thought.
Even an Earth pony can get the flu sometimes. Fortunately, I have great neighbors, like those two from Rare Jack Daily. Artwork by Chris Pokefan. Yes.
You can get away with anything, too. Just pretend to be Pinkie Pie.
That would take a bit too much effort.
I think I need to tap the strategic healing reserve to get that boy bouncy. Artwork by Monakin.
So, people keep saying they're trying to burn calories. I don't get it. Should I light myself on fire then?
I don't think that's how you get a hot body. At least not one like mine.
Don't ask why ponies put on clothes before we go get sweaty. Artwork by Jukos Hooves. Background by Cloud Shade Zero.
Next page.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Does your Night Guard form come with a fancy schmancy magical armor transformation?
Loon Guardian Transformation! I wish it was that easy.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Unfortunately, my armor is easy to get into relatively than former armor that the Adamant and West would wear. It's still a pain if I'm in a hurry. Artwork by Annie Ritchie. Background, panel 6 background by Bonewall Bach.
I think there's a leak in the boat. Yep, I brought a leak for lunch. Not the leak I was talking about. Oh.
One downside of comedic talent is folks sometimes think you're making a joke when you're being serious. Artwork by Shavrek.
I thought you said her talent was chai tea. No, I said it was chai tea. No, I said Tai Chi.
I don't think that's a mispronunciation. They'll be making again. Artwork by Chris Bookfan.
Have you ever wanted to make a difference in the world? Nope. That's why I work at a copy center.
Say hello to Twinkleshine from the local copy center. You can see our adventures over at Ask a Copy Center Pony. Artwork by Hothrick. And we're getting more artists, more new artists. Cool.
So, what's the plan for Nightmare Night?
I'll be going as Nightmare Moon.
Oh, it's a cute little costume. The hardest part of making an alicorn costume is the stilts. Without that extra height, it's obvious you just glued some wings and a horn onto some pony. Artwork by Hermionius White.
If you were human, what do you think you'd look like?
Why do I get the feeling you folks are going to interpret certain things about me from this artwork by Annie Ritchie, background by Martinez One.
What does the fourth wall look like?
And when you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you.
Well, I'm not going back to sleep. Thank you. Wishing all my followers a spooky Halloween. Don't stare into the darkness. It's rude to stare. Also, ancient horror and monsters and stuff, blah blah, etc. etc. Artwork by Arcadian Phoenix.
Pun, how do you deal with giant robots / monsters?
From the bottom of the deck.
A mayor has to get her extra spending money somehow. Artwork by Chris Bookman.
I take it Californian currency has a lousy exchange rate.
No, it's... Wait, what?
Well, if time is money and Time Lords have unlimited time, then you each have unlimited money, so you have an infinite inflation.
You can see more of the Grumpy Girlfriend at Ask Discord Hooves. Artwork by Orlando Fox, yeah.
Dear Pun, what's the hardest part of being a comedian in Equestria?
I was a professional comedian for a few years. The hardest part is that folks expect you to be funny all the time. When you want to talk about something serious, they think you're just building up to a joke.
It wasn't too bad, but it could be frustrating at times. Artwork by Tomo6. Help keep this comic alive. Join the Pun Pony Project.
Who would win in a rap battle? You or Pinkie Pie?
Gift wrap. Veggie wrap. That's a wrap.
And the winner is Movie Slate. Artwork by Annie Ritchie.
What is that long button at the bottom of the keyboard for?
It's to keep the Alt keys from touching and causing a paradox.
Princess Luna was disappointed that she couldn't get a drink at the space bar. Artwork by Shabrek.
I hear there's a new theater set up in the mobile home. Yeah, but all they show is trailers.
You can see more of our local theater owner over at Ask Movies Late. Artwork by Matt Garner. Background by Cloud Shade Zero.
There's a spy around here!
The Night Guard excels in counterintelligence. Most information they gathered, we planted.
We still don't know who those two are, but that's not important. What is important is finding who or what is providing them with all the resource and intelligence they seem to have at their disposal. Artwork by Chris Pokefan.
Box of questionable gifts, eh? What else is in that box?
The stuff of dreams and nightmares, and a lot of nonsensical gag items. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have put them all in the same box.
Oh my. Yeah, no. Why does it smell like low tide?
Page.
Artwork by Ludacris.